Hello game summoners, this is TheOddOne from solomid.net and this is a video supplementing my updated Nocturne guide. As stated in the text guide, out of all the guides I made, I think my Nocturne one was the most outdated as it no longer reflected how I played him, and I felt that I should update it as I still find Nocturne to be one of the strongest junglers in the game. So for this video portion of the guide, it will cover everything not shown in the text portion of the guide. So for item builds and skill explanations, they'll all be covered in the link shown on the screen. So, to start off, we'll look at my new Nocturne masteries. So right now, as I explained in my text portion of the guide, my current masteries are 16-0-14. Due to the nerfs Nocturne received, I found that I had to sacrifice a few points from the utility tree and put them into the offensive tree to make up lost time and not die to camps. So, I sacrifice this, this, and this. So while I do lose out on cooldown reduction and cooldown reduction summoner spells, and we don't really need this because if you're always on your Dustbringer path, this is negligible. So I make up for it with a more versatile jungle route and ganks due to the fact I'll be clearing camps faster because I have more health and I do more damage. Or as a result, I'll have more health to gank because I do more damage to the camps. Moving on, currently I use 2 rune pages. It actually depends on how I feel the matchup's going to be. So if I feel that lanes are easy ganks due to laner's abilities or are strong enough to make use of it to win the lane, I use this page. This page is more of an early game setup, as instead of having late game magic resist glyphs, I will have attack speed, 9 greater glyphs of alacrity, 30 greater marks of alacrity, to do a faster jungle route. This is able to do Wolves Blue to double golem sweep. Get level 4, or I can gank in between because I'll have more health because I'm killing the camps faster. So moving on, is my other page, which you've already seen before. It's more of the late game stuff. You have all these late game attributes like dodge is stronger than 13 armor later in the game. MR is stronger than that 6 or so % attack speed I got. And I have 25 armor penetration instead of 20 because it is a stronger mid to late game. It does most damage out of all the possible pages. And I do a different jungle route for this. So I try to avoid ganking with this route. I start at double golem and then sweep while skipping red to blue, and then repeat that route a second time, except I do red this time. And try to get level 6 before 7 minutes. So this is jungle route 1 using the first rune page. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to have a mid and top help damage wolves, and then they will leash blue after I kill wolves before blue spawn or blue buff spawns. So upon doing that, I am going to go to the Wraith camp, and normally I'd go to double golems in red to use my second smite. So this route is just really flexible, as I'll show later in this clip. You could gank like at level 2, like red after blue. If top was like a really strong lane, we could gank that level 2 easily. Or I could gank middle easily if it was a strong lane. So I don't really get that much. I don't think, yeah, okay, the leash isn't that great. I think it's actually, I didn't use a, yeah, no, leash didn't do that much damage, so I took a lot of damage, but I'm okay. So I'm not going to gank top because I'm too low HP, but I think later in the clip I do gank top rather than continuing the route. So here I'm going to go to Wraiths. Sorry about the black box. There's something else there, but I'll just use that for text for now. So here I go to Wraiths. I think I missed the blue, to be honest. And then I just kill off the Wraiths. So rather than continuing the route by killing double golems and then killing a red buff, I decided to go gank top because apparently Singe pinged it. Top easy, okay then. So we get ready to gank him. So I don't think this gank kills him, but it removes his flash, so we can gank him at a later date, or Singe can kill him later. So yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah. So I don't know if it was really worth it, but Singe wanted it, so that basically Wukong has to use a blow pot, his last potion, and his flash is down. And I think I go back and buy boots here since it's easier just to go back and buy rather than walk across the map to red buff and double golem. And that's route 1. So if I continued route normally, I would go to double golems and red, but you can gank at any time during this route, which is what's so great about it. So that's that. So here is route number 2 using the second rune page. So here the idea is get level 6 before 7 minutes. And there will be mostly minimal ganking, and well, there will be one part where I can gank, but for the most part it's really rigid. It's just all about getting that level 6 before even the bottom lane gets close to level 6. So here at Trin Pool, the double golems, I'm going to do double golems, rapes, wolves, blue, buyback, get 1 ward or 2 potions and boots, run to double golem, do red, rapes, wolves, and then I go back a third time or a second time, and then I have 30 seconds of leeway to do double golems, rapes, and wolves again, and then I'll be level 6 before 7 minutes. So here I just wiped out Rave Camp. Okay, you already know. So I only need to use 3 potions to start because I'm going to save 2 for the second run through. So moving on, we kill wolves. Smite's about to be ready for blue buff again. And yeah, I could blue buff and no problem at all. So I bought 2 potions and boots, and I'm gonna do all the camps again except blue because blue's dead. So this is all about getting the most experience and gold from just the camps with limited ganking. So far so good. This is the part at 4 minutes and 12. This is where the path shines, because normally you'd be at wolves a second time if you did the normal route. But here I have more camps open than the normal blue to double golem clear. So now this is the part where I'd have more X. You can't see it right now because the record thing. So yeah, I'm almost level 5. Once I do wolves, I'll be level 5 before 5 minutes, or I'll be level 5 at 5 minutes. So I'm making really good time. So level 5 is like either ahead or even with the mid solo, which is fantastic. So now we have about 30 seconds of leeway before double golem spawns. In an ideal situation, like I'd be able to gank top, but top went Mia before I got there, so I'll be basically dawdling for a little bit and just planning my next move. So 30 seconds or so pass, and then it's too late by now. It's 5:45, so double golem spawn, and I'm just on my way to level 6. So my blue buff will run out, but there's a good thing that happens when I get level 6. I'm just watching that. So I get the Wraiths. So note that my wolves haven't spawned yet. So okay, wolves are about to spawn. Now once I kill the wolves, I'll be level 6 with boots, longsword, and a cloth armor. Oh yeah, right. After the second run through, I went back and got a cloth armor and a potion or 2. So now that I have level 6 and those items and red buff, it makes a really easy gank. So here I tell them I don't know if I told them to bait MF, but they try to go on MF because she's alone, and I just ult in, and they're surprised because I'm already level 6 and these guys are probably barely level 5 and they didn't see it coming. So easy gank with the fast level 6 before 7 minutes. It's only 7:15 and I just got a double kill, and I'm level 6 with red buff, or with a red buff that's about to die. So for the most part, the rest of this video will be out ganking. So here's a standard Nocturne gank. This is a really easy one to pull off. You should constantly try to pull this one off. Wish I'd be able to move this out. So what I do here is I just tell them to push the lane. So here they cannot see me as they enter this brush. They have no vision in this brush. So this way I'm already in position to use my ultimate, which is just enough to reach them. So I wait until she goes for one of the creeps. So there she goes for the melee creep. I ult in, and then it just happens Udyr is doing a gang, but Graves is OP. So just like that, I can easily get in a position to gank without having to blow flash. So I still have flash and everything, and it's a really standard way of ganking with Nocturne. So here in this clip, it's mostly about being in the right spot at the right time. So we assume a blue's up, but we saw Rammus go in there earlier and Zillion just went in there. So it just happens that there's a gank going on bottom. So I have alt up. If you have alt up on Nocturne, you should always try to use it. So here we go on Zill as well. So now here's what I do. I'm going to go out on the other end so I can queue into the brush and hopefully hit both of them. So I do hit both of them. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to focus down Rammus while putting my fear on Zillion. So that, because that way Rammus is going to die anyway, he doesn't need to be feared. So we get a double from that just because I was in the right spot at the right time, because I was intending to give blue to Cyan, but apparently Rammus took it and then ganked bottom with it. But that was just really easy play to make with Nocturne because his ultimate is pretty far range. So here is another gank. We just go from behind, but this time I'll show you use of flash and fear. So I go one way, Trin goes the other way. So Trin is right, so he goes left. So what do I do here? I just flash fear him. So I get in range, I Q him so I can keep following him when he does run away. And the fear goes off and he dies. So if you can't if you can't get in range to fear, you have to flash. And if it hits, or if you're on Shadow Path, there's almost no way they can run unless they blow flash. Then it's an even trade. Otherwise, it will be a kill. So here's a final use of Nocturne. So 10 seconds on my ulti. I say 10 seconds on his ulti, and he accidentally gets caught. He gets condemned into a wall like a tool, and then he gets killed. So we use his dead body as a good gank skill. So I Q in instead of using ult, so I save ult just in case I need it. So I'm not going to use ult here, that'd be a waste so far. So she stands still, and I Q her from rage. So now that I got hit by the back, I use ult to get back in because my Q is down, and then he gets out of range, and I Q him again. So if you can get in range to use your stuff without using ultimate, I suggest you save your ultimate because it has one of the longest cooldowns in the game. And then if you do need it, like, use it as a last resort and then just finish them off with that extra damage, or you can just jump to them to do the final blow. So that's about it for the video portion of the guide, and thanks for watching the video.